A man gets stuck in a pit with a lady who is captive to a group of vicious boys. A man travels to a desert to capture the eclipse, but gets lured into a canyon pit by a child. There, he comes across a woman who is held captive by a bunch of young boys. The man tries to climb the pit, but fails every time. He faces the sadistic boys multiple times, but fails to retaliate. Eventually, he gives up and decides to live a normal life with the woman, only to find out dark secrets about her that can put his life in grave danger. The movie opens in a desert, where we see a man named Wyndham Stone parking his car. Wyndham is a passionate photographer and a traveler. Wyndham came here to take some pictures of the eclipse from a perfect angle. He waits for the eclipse and manages to get some good shots. He decides to leave now, before it gets dark. On his way to his car, he comes across a little boy. The boy tells Wyndham that he's lost. Wyndham decides to help him find his parents, but the boy starts running in the wrong direction. Wyndham follows the kid into the middle of the desert, where there's no cell signal. The kid runs away, while Wyndham has lost his way. It's getting dark now, so Wyndham decides to sleep on stones. Suddenly, he hears a lady singing in the distance. He follows the voice and finds a giant canyon pit in which a lady resides in a small abode. Wyndham climbs down the pit from the ladder and knocks on the lady's door. She doesn't answer, so Wyndham enters her house. The woman's name is Alina, who is a mysterious woman with a mysterious past. Wyndham asks her for help to escape the desert, but she doesn't answer and instead offers him food. Wyndham agrees to eat with her and tries to communicate with her, but Alina doesn't respond properly. Wyndham tries to leave without eating, so Alina insists he sleep at her place. The next morning, Wyndham leaves some money for Alina and sneakily leaves. He looks around the pit and finds the lower ladder missing. He checks in on Alina, who's still sleeping, so he decides to look around and take pictures. Moments later, Alina wakes up, and Wyndham asks her what happened to the ladder. She informs him that the locals often use the ladder, so they might return it later, or maybe even tomorrow. Alina reveals that there is no other way out of here, but Wyndham refuses to believe. He tries to climb the pit multiple times, but fails. Alina offers to wash his clothes while he rests another night with her. She asks him if he's married, but he reveals that he's single. The next morning, Wyndham looks for tools and finds a hammer. He climbs the pit again with the hammer, but falls down when someone throws the severed head of a pig at him. Wyndham gets knocked out and wakes up at night. Alina approaches Wyndham and finds the hammer jabbed in his leg. She pulls out the hammer as Wyndham screams in agony. Wyndham passes out and wakes up the next morning, feeling more exhausted and frustrated. He knows there are some kids who made him fall, so he forces Alina to call them and ask for help so he can leave. No one comes, and Alina returns to her room. A few hours pass by, and a man named Corvus and his little sister call out to Wyndham. Wyndham tells them to call for help because he's stuck. Corvus says he has a rope to rescue him, so he will return with it. Wyndham thanks him, but he doesn't know what's in store for him. Wyndham waits for them for a while, and soon they return. They throw a rope, and Wyndham ties himself with it. They pull him upward, but stop pulling halfway. Wyndham yells, "Pull!" but there is no response from above. He hangs for some time, until Corvus and his hilly-billy friends start swinging him. Eventually, Wyndham's head hits the stones, rendering him unconscious again. Alina intervenes and tells the boys to leave him alone. Wyndham wakes up at night and instantly decides to leave, but falls due to his injuries. Wyndham asks Alina who the boys are, and she reveals they are just desert strays. She tells him to stop messing with them and remain silent like her, and they will cooperate with him. Wyndham didn't want Alina's help now because he was tired of her hopeless demeanor, but he was out of options too. A few days pass by, and Wyndham is trying to accept his fate. He lives peacefully with Alina while she gives him more clothes to wear. Wyndham now starts farming and planting seeds in the sand. Meanwhile, the hilly-billies send down some goodies, including 2 chickens and alcohol. Wyndham is annoyed by how Alina is used to getting food from them while they screw with them. Wyndham constantly consumes alcohol from the morning until the night and is very drunk during dinner. While eating dinner, he hears the hilly-billies, so he takes his hammer and checks outside. The strays surround Wyndham, and Corvus takes him down while he's dressed like a lady. He takes away Wyndham's hammer, licks his face, and runs away. Wyndham turns to Alina again and yells at her for revealing who those psycho boys are. Alina gets frightened as Wyndham consumes more alcohol while holding the hammer. Alina takes advantage of this situation, seduces Wyndham, and beds him. The next morning, Wyndham decides to stay sober and continues his farming. This time, he gets interrupted by a kid named Lepus. Lepus becomes interested in Wyndham's farming and asks if he can teach him. Wyndham happily agrees to teach him while he returns with a soda for both of them. Wyndham resumes his farming and finds a ring and car keys in the sand. At night, Wyndham asks Alina about a portrait of a woman in her house. Alina reveals that it is her late grandmother, who was quite ugly but loved her. They both laugh as Alina, out of the blue, drops the bomb that she is pregnant with Wyndham's child. She says she will raise the baby, with or without him, but Wyndham is furious because he doesn't want a child to be born in this hellhole. The next morning, Wyndham exercises by running laps. Meanwhile, Lepus returns, but without any soda. Wyndham reveals that they have to rescue Alina because she's pregnant. Wyndham assures Lepus that he will take him with them once they escape from here. Wyndham tries to persuade Lepus into rescuing them, and it almost works, but Arvo, another stray, arrives and takes Lepus with him, warning Wyndham that he's watching him. Later, Wyndham dreams about Alina cleaning her wound, which has an eye inside it. Wyndham wakes up and shares with Alina that he's slowly bonding with a kid named Lepus. Later, while eating dinner, Alina and Wyndham talk about what they want to do once they leave here. Wyndham reveals he wants to travel, have freedom, and eat a cheeseburger. Surprisingly, Alina doesn't know what a cheeseburger is. Wyndham then shows her the pictures of the eclipse that he captured, and mistakenly shows a video of him listening to a song. Alina likes the song and tells Wyndham to replay it over and over, like she's listening to a song for the first time. This meant that Alina wasn't trapped, but she was born here and had never seen the outer world. That's why she didn't have a cell phone and didn't understand the question when Wyndham asked for a phone. They both go to sleep together while the stray boys perform a ritual outside. In the morning, Alina and Wyndham find out that the strays had sacrificed Lepus and tied him above the pit. Alina cries, reveals that Lepus was her son, and blames Wyndham for his demise. This meant that more men had arrived before Wyndham, impregnated Alina, and probably passed away. Wyndham feels guilty, but Alina knocks him out by hitting him in the head. Several months have passed by now, and Alina is close to delivery. She has locked Wyndham in a cage ever since. Wyndham's hair is all grown, and he has become quite crazy, living inside the cage for months. Alina feeds him and treats him like an animal. One day, Wyndham notices a young girl coming across the canyon. He sneakily informs her to get help for him. She runs to get help as Wyndham awaits her return. Moments later, Corvus returns with the girl and chokes her out, as Wyndham witnesses her death from the cage, unable to retaliate. He screams and cries in his cage as the day turns into night. Corvus and the gang gather in the pit to perform another ritual. This time, they are honoring Alina as she calls them her sons and brothers, revealing she was working with them the whole time to trap Wyndham. The next day, Alina brings new clothes for Wyndham. Wyndham tries to convince her to release her. He tells her that there is no life or woman for him anywhere else now except her. He reminds her that she will need help with delivering, feeding, and teaching the baby. But Alina is not convinced, so Wyndham questions why she has kept him alive for so long. Alina reveals that it is their custom to keep the father around until the child is born, and after that, they dispose of them. The next morning, Alina goes into labor and releases Wyndham to help her deliver the baby. Wyndham is clueless and powerless since he was locked in a cage for 9 months. On the other hand, Corvus and Arvo throw down a ladder for them. Wyndham slowly walks towards it as Alina screams and delivers the baby. The newborn child is a girl who will become the new mother, according to Alina. Wyndham holds his daughter as Alina thanks him and reveals that she has fulfilled her purpose just like he has completed his. Suddenly, Arvo sneaks behind Wyndham and slits his throat, ending Wyndham's journey of misery. Some time passes, and Alina is now putting away Wyndham's clothes in a box while she takes care of her infant daughter. Meanwhile, Wyndham's corpse is still rotting outside, and the movie ends here. I hope you liked the story recap. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Thank you for being a part of Black's Movie Recaps. If these tales of mystery and intrigue sent shivers down your spine, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Black's Movie Recap for more bone-chilling narratives. Stay tuned, and until next time, stay captivated.